Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This time we're doing a video of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Gomez Street Edition, brought to you by Mezco Toyz. So special thanks and shout out to them for allowing me to review this and just having a chance to get hands-on with it. And let me tell you, I do love this Gomez. It's one of those things that when a license get a chance to sit down and do something of their own, especially with their mascot, the Roach, or the Bug, whichever one you want to call him, the point is Gomez is dope. They put a lot of love and a lot of effort into this, and Gomez is action-packed with a bunch of actual accessories and combinations and different things that it's going to make you want to probably collect all of the Gomez. So let's get started. Gomez has the same body as the Asian edition. It is on technically what is called the Spider-Man body, and it has a ton of articulation and range and things like that. He already comes with the green jacket on, but you get a ton of other stuff. So it's a lot to begin with. So let's start with articulation and go from there. So as you can see, these still have the same articulation as the previous reiteration. Unlike the Agent Gomez, his eyes are actually different. They have a nice pink hue, which I think is nice and different. You can kind of get different things going with that. The more it's just a nice different look, and I'll compare him to the Agent edition in a second. The arm articulation is actually really dope, but one thing I do want to do is I want to take off the jacket because it actually does hinder it a bit. Is because the head can look up, can look down, can rotate all different sorts of ways, and it just looks dope. It looks great. It has the range, it has the movement, it definitely has the look, and it gives enough space in between the head and the chest that you actually get a lot of movement there. Now, I'm going to show you real quick with the jacket. His arm can go up, it's double jointed and can go in, but as we can see, the jacket articulation is hindering it just a bit. You get a lot more range once you get this jacket off and you get your Jean-Claude Van Damme on. So, let's take off this jacket very quickly, which actually zips up as well. So kudos to Mezco for that. And as you can see, he has on a nice shirt under it, and it has a ton more range once it's free of the control of the jacket. And as you can see here, the arm can go all the way up. No problem, no issues. Arm can go out and go up even further. Arms are completely double jointed, so you have a great range there. Arms can go in, and as you can see, because I can't see it, I'm gonna have to wiggle it around, show you what's going on. Arms can even fold under and look really good here. The ab crunch is absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, he can go forward really deep with the head down, and then even with the legs added onto that, you can go even further. So it's one of those things where you have a lot of range, where you can do a ton of stuff. It's actually double jointed as well with the knees. So you can see the first bend here, get the second bend as well. What I recommend is if you don't know what you're doing, you hold right here and then press down. As you can see, you get that knee bend. So you can figure out where you're going with your knee bend. And as you can see, Gomez has generous ankle pivot. Now, they don't have toe pivot, but the Gomez does have on high top, so that's going to hinder him a bit. If he had on low tops, he'd probably have even more range, but it doesn't stop him at all. Gomez can do a bunch of different poses and cool things. So you can see he can get down to the nitty gritty and get into a fight stance almost easily. The jacket actually it isn't all that hindered at all. I mean, sorry, not the jacket. The pants actually don't hinder much at all, which is actually pretty cool. And I did not expect that because it was one of those things where I thought the denim jeans were going to be an issue, but it's actually not with Gomez. And as you can see here, you can do rider kicks. You can actually extend the leg up even further. You can do a bunch of martial arts kicks. He can rotate, keep the leg high enough so he can high kick or roundhouse somebody. And these are all really cool features that Gomez kind of holds up over time, which makes him one of my favorites. It's possibly one of my favorite Mezco's releases ever. And the more I play with him, the more I'm like, dag, I really want more of this. He does balance. I'm just going to have a hard time. I'm not going to keep you guys going forward with that. But now that we've covered the articulation, we've covered the look, one thing I want to go over is the jacket again. The jacket is actually very nice. It's tailored to Gomez's Spider-Man body. And if you have other thin type bodies, whether it's the Joker type, or you want to put it on the Blade, which has a thin upper body, that would work. One thing I also want to point out is that it actually zips up. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the stop motion video. So we saw him zip it up, and I want to show you guys that it does it. So I'm going to try to do it with my big clumsy fingers here. And you got to be a little gentle here. Usually I'd have my tweezers, but I don't have them with me. And as you can see, it zips up Whether it's on or off the body, it does zip up, so it's not really an issue. Now we're going to jump in the other accessories. I'm going to start with the different head that Gomez comes with. We're going to pop this one off, and we're going to show off his green bug head. So as you can see, this Gomez actually is going to have a different couple sets of heads that you're going to see throughout the video. They're all the same heads as we got with the previous edition, but they're going to be different colors, which is really cool. I like the different colors. Doesn't bother me a bit, and I think it brings a little bit more life to Gomez. And this one still has the same amount of articulation on the head. Next up, then we have this cool color scheme, which I did not expect for this head. And this one actually is really cool because in reality, I had a friend who pointed it out because I did a bunch of references and it's like, oh, it's a David Bowie reference. So that's pretty cool. I could be wrong, but this definitely seems like a David Bowie reference. And it was cool that they pointed it out. So I appreciate that. Thank you. This one has a longer face or head going downward. So you don't get as much articulation, but it's still equally as much. And they don't bend left and right too far. So you just get the rotating 360 around that way. So keep that in mind. Next up, we get the skull head, which is a nice pink color. And it looks red sometimes, depending on how you're going to color it, how you're going to set the mood for it. But I like these new color schemes. They're totally different. You can mix and match it with Agent Gomez or with another character. You can get a lot of cool combinations out of this. Really like the skull head. No matter what color it's in, it's probably going to be pretty cool. Next thing you know, you could probably have one glow in the dark or be like a Ghost Rider. So you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. Let's put back on the normal head. Make sure it's on there really well. Yep. And now we're going to jump into other accessories. One more thing you do get that's really cool is that you get an extra jacket with Gomez. This one is black, and I'm going to start off by putting that on, showing you guys what's up with that. Another accessory that Gomez comes with is a watch. I actually left that accessory on because I actually like it a lot on him. Just want to point that out very quickly. And it stays on actually pretty well. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of stuff with it, and it doesn't have too many issues. Well, it doesn't have any issues whatsoever. So we're going to get really careful trying to find the, there we go. Let's put back on these fists. So along with the green jacket, we actually get a black jacket for Street Gomez. And like I said, with those coupled with all the different heads, you can actually get a bunch of different variations out of Gomez that makes it look cool. So Street Gomez can kind of blend in like a natural spy, or, you know, you're sort of agent born for Mezco. And this black jacket is actually really, really cool. It has a nice rain fit, a nice, what is the name? Unbreakable. So you can get your Bruce Willis on, you can hide. So let's say you want to rotate these in or you want to use a different head. It actually goes on over pretty well. And if you have the skull head on, it works just as well. And this jacket zips up as well. So it's one of those things where the more I play with it, the more combinations I got, the more things that I had to have fun with this Gomez. And the color scheme just happens to work out. Like, look at him just standing here right there. It looks really cool just standing there. And it's just, you get to have a lot of fun with this. Combinations like this are the reason why Mezco is like going out on a limb and having more fun. You actually get a lot with it. Now I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to leave the hood up. We're going to talk about some more stuff. He actually has a backpack as well that he can put on. And I haven't even gotten into the other cool stuff, but we're actually going to touch on that right now. The backpack actually opens up. I put my scarf in here, so I wanted to be a surprise for it. Gomez also comes with a scarf. So if you wanted to be punk, or you wanted to be a clothing guru, or you just really like fashion, Gomez kind of comes with enough outfits that makes you feel like, hey, what am I collecting here for a second? So it's really dope. This scarf is also wired, so it'll look good if you want to get nice long flowy shots. So voila. Backpack also opens up. It can add more stuff if you have the space for it. And it opens up to be able to hold Gomez's really, really cool hoverboard. Now, this is one of the best things ever, because not only does it hold the hoverboard, he has a hoverboard. Now, I know we wanted to get to this, so let's go and get to that. Hoverboard is really cool. It has a really cool design on it. Sort of like, it looks like kind of like a boombox here. And then you turn it over, they have nice designs. Also, you do get decals for your board. So keep that in mind. Decals. Yeah. Decals and stickers. Now, if I place this right into Gomez, what you do is you just even out the feet, find the magnetic spots, and voila. Your Gomez now can hoverboard. And it's really sturdy if it's on both feet. If it's on one, it's going to swing. but it still holds to the foot really well. But voila, just like that magic, Gomez is on a hoverboard. And just in case you're curious, the old Gomez, which is the Asian version, also has magnetic feet. So voila, if you got the first Gomez, guess what? You're in luck. This one also can hover his way to sweet, sweet victory. There we go. So let's leave you on there. Actually, no, we can't. But, oh, wait, we can. Wow, the balances really well. I've been trying to do that forever and couldn't do it. Did it on camera. Really cool, really dope. So outside of the hoverboard, all those other cool things, you still get a ton of other accessories and hands and things like that. So let's get into the boombox. This one is actually a different color from the previous one. It's a nice hot purple, and it says Sex Squirrel on it. Opens up the same. You pull that up, and you pull it apart, and you have the opening inside. You also get the same two pieces for the gun combinations for Gomez. I didn't put those in here, but just wanted to show you that. Sex Squirrels, chill right there. Then you still get the same two grenades. This time they're color different and more punk vibe, more revolutionary vibe. So you see the skull face is now painted a little differently. Voila, right? You get two of those. You get Gomez's sheath for his sword, but this time your sword is green. So when you pop it and have it, it's green. So when you combine it with this cool green head, you're gonna have a great samurai connection. Even have the green jacket on or keep the black. Lots and lots of cool combinations. Gomez's weapon is way more patriotic this time. It's red, white, and blue. You know, revolutionary, right? And on top of that, Gomez has new colored effects. So this one is red, white, and blue. It has the white right in the middle of the tent, the blue bullet, red burst stream. And then even for the muzzle effect for like a chain blast or a machine gun fire, it's also red, white, and blue. These nice, crazy, translucent effects are always really nice. Then Gomez's rifle is still intact. This time is a nice gray color, as opposed to the previous one being all black. So voila. Still comes with an extra barrel and an extra magazine as well. And now we're going to get to the last part, which is the hands, right? Gomez comes with open palm hands, two right there. He comes with his famous middle finger hand. He comes with a hand for holding the grenades especially, as you can see here. Oop, sorry. So yeah, that holds the grenades especially. You get the two finger salute. You get the one finger pointing. You get hands for holding his sword and or other weapons, depending on what you want to hand him with. You get trigger fingers for left and right. You get rifle holding hand for the left hand and a special trigger for the rifle and or gun. And that is all the things that Gomez comes with, which is really cool because like for 90, well, assuming you get it at online and I have to pay off market, at 90 bucks, I think he is well worth the price tag. You get a lot of stuff with it. You get a lot of combinations. You get a lot of cool things you want to give your other Mezcos. You know, I know people are going to do a lot of mixing and matching and enjoying themselves with that. And that's all really cool. So these are the kind of things that I look forward to in a figure that are different and that are cool enough to give you the creativity and designs for photography. But even if you aren't in photography and you like cool out there stuff, I don't see why Gomez wouldn't fit in your collection somewhere. Even if it was just a pink-headed goon. You know what I mean? So if you don't like Gomez, hey, don't buy it. It's not a big deal. But if you like new and creative things and just out there, this is definitely for you. If you're a Mezco fan, this is definitely for you. If you just gotta collect Gomez, this is for you. Otherwise, you know, easy pass for some of you. In the meantime, let's get to those size comparisons. So first I want to do is compare them to a few Mezcos. So I happen to have my Batman and my Blade next to me. So here's Gomez next to Batman. Here's Gomez next to Blade. So size-wise, Gomez is actually a really big-headed guy, but he fits in well with other Mezcos, obviously. He has a size description. Like I said, he could fit anywhere into any of these guys. So that works out really well. Now we're going to compare him to other lines. First up, we're going to do Reptile from Sculpt Collectibles, because they are a bigger scale technically than Mezco, and we want to see how they work out. So as far as MK Ninjas go, Gomez works well with it. As far as Lightning Collection White Ranger, guess what? Works pretty well with Gomez. Next up is going to be Marvel Legends Spider-Man and Mafex Deadpool. So we're going to test out where Mafex sits. And it works out pretty well with both Marvel Legends and Mafex Deadpool. Guy looks really good with just about everybody. Look at him, fitting in with the crew. Next up, we're going to go with Revoltech Iron Man. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Gomez is all in the family, all inclusive. Next up, Articulated Icons White Ninja, just in case Gomez wants to fight 1 million ninjas. Voila, ninjas work. Revoltech Iron Man works. Here we are with a 1000 toy synthetic human. Then we have a Mythic Legions orc. So right now we have the orc. Voila. Oh wow, orc's really big. So yeah, get it on, get it on. Last but not least, we have SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. So we all know he's the tiniest one that won't work, but I'll find out a way to make it work. Not for everybody, but yeah, definitely tiny. But you know what? Why not have them team up anyway? Last but not least, I do want to show what it looks like. It's the D Amazing head sculpt by Old Boy on it. Just in case you want to get a combination of head sculpts or try something different. Voila. Next don't match, so I got to work on that. But this looks like a great civilian outfit, right? Cool. In the meantime, guys, oh wait, one more thing. One last but not least thing is to compare him to the other Gomez, which I forgot to do sometime towards this. So I want to do that before I go. So voila, let's stand you up. Then we have Agent Gomez. And as you can see, the eyes are different. The paint jobs on the heads are different. But it's the same sculpt. So like I said, if you have the first Gomez, you're going to have time for a lot of different combinations here, which makes it great. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. Most of all, hope you guys do good, be good, drink your water. Enjoy the show, guys. Later.